Kamala campaign against child tax credit. J.D. Vance says Dems are anti-family. Of course they are. Most socialists are against the family. They hate the traditional family. They have a disdain for the traditional family. So, of course, Kamala Harris, being one of the most leftist senators ever, left of Bernie Sanders, of course she would be against the child tax credit because she's against the family. So we're going to play the video. We're going to show the clip of show what J.D. Vance has to say about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. I got two really great stories, two new stories out about the jabs there. Check that out. Also, check me out on X, where I'm super duper active. I stay putting out news and information and stuff like that out there. So check that out as well. All right, so let's talk about this news now. This comes from RVM News, and they report that during an appearance on Megyn Kelly's show, J.D. Vance took a strong stance against the Democrat Party, accusing it of becoming increasingly hostile towards family and children. To that I say, duh. All you have to look no further than BLM and their anti-family stance. It's crazy that you would be against something that's been proven to be effective for thousands of years. But that's the Democrat Party in a nutshell. They want to progress so much that they want to progress so much that it ended up they hate anything traditional, even though it works. But Vance cited examples such as the prolonged making of toddlers post-pandemic, and Vance cited examples such as the prolonged masking of toddlers post-pandemic and the Harris campaign's opposition to the child tax credit as evidence of this trend. And remember how we had little infants, little babies with masks on, obstructing their breathing. Everyone wore masks, so kids that were still developing, still try in a stage where they have to learn about nonverbal cues and stuff like that, and facial expressions. They didn't have a chance to learn any of those things because of the masks. But quote, I know the media wants to attack me and wants me to back down on this, Megyn. But the simple point that I made is that having children, becoming a father, becoming a mother, I really do think it changes your perspective in a pretty profound way. And I 1000% agree on that, because I was a hothead growing up. I was always a fighter. Like my deal growing up was I would punch you in the face before you had a chance to punch me in the face, because I didn't like getting punched in the face. So if you looked like you was gonna hit me, I would haul off and hit you first. And I've always had a heavy hand, so most of the time I had that one hitter quitter. Not trying to brag or anything like that. Not saying that I still got that at my older age, but I had one of them one hitter quitters. So I would hit you before you hit me. It took my daughter. It took the birth of my daughter to humble me and make me be like, okay, I can't just go around punching people in the face, because I have other responsibilities. I had a child to look after, and having children have you changing your perspective like that. So I 1000% agree with J.D. Vance on that. But let's go ahead and play this clip here. Here we go.
I know the media wants to attack me and wants me to back down on this, Megyn, but the simple point that I made is that having children, becoming a father, becoming a mother, I really do think it changes your perspective in a pretty profound way. This is something, of course, we've recognized for hundreds of years in this country, that human civilization has always recognized. But there's a deeper point here, Megyn. It's not a criticism of people who don't have children. I explicitly said in my remarks, despite the fact the media has lied about this, that this is not about criticizing people who, for various reasons, didn't have kids. This is about criticizing the Democratic Party for becoming anti-family and anti-child. We have to ask ourselves, Megyn, why do we have masking of toddlers years after the pandemic ended? Why do we have the Harris campaign coming out this very morning, Megan, and saying that we should not have the child tax credit, which lowers tax rates for parents of young children? It's because they have become anti-family and anti-kid. And I'm proud to stand up for parents. And I hope that parents out there recognize that I'm a guy who wants to fight for you. I want to fight for your interests. I want to fight for your stake in the country. And that is what this is fundamentally about. The Democrats in the past 5-10 years, Megan, they have become anti-family. It's built into their policy. It's built into the way they talk about parents and children. And it's time that we called that out. I don't think we should back down from it, Megan. I think we should be honest about the problem.
Facts. So think about that. Think about that, though. Think about that, women. Think about that, black women. Think about that with women with children. Kamala Harris, someone who never bore a child herself, right? No dissing her or anything like that, though. She wants to get rid of the tax credit for you. She wants to get rid of that tax credit. I told you Democrats are all about raising taxes. That's why they want to get rid of this tax credit. It's despicable. So those tax credit, those a couple $1,000s, a few $1,000s y'all used to get for y'all child under a Harris regime, you would no longer get that. So that's what y'all voting for. Y'all talking about y'all want to vote for her just because she's a woman. You want to vote for her because she's quote unquote black or she's Indian, instead of voting on her because of her policies. That's why we need to point out her policies to make it so important, because they do not have the average American, the working class people best interests at heart. And this is proof of that here. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.